Hey everybody, it's Kales with the absolute worst lighting ever. Give me 1 second. I should not have started this video without being fully prepared. We've got those energy efficient lights. So at first when they turn on, they're like pink, and then they finally get lit up. See, and I can't sit on the floor either. This is so frustrating. Okay, whatever. Sorry for a bit of a jumble there. Hey everybody, it's Kales. I am here to talk to you about, I don't want to say something near and dear to my heart because I hate it. But, my fat chicken arms. I had a gastric bypass, so I have extra skin, like, it's so annoying. Whatevs. My hair is pissing me off. It's hot here in Southern California, and I have bangs, but, well, they're almost grown out, and I'm trying to, like, tame them, and I'm also trying to skip a couple hair washes a week because my hair does not hold a hairstyle unless I've let my hair have a day or two off and then try to do it. So anyways, I'm recording about insomnia. It's not near and dear to my heart, but it is a part of my life. So just to give you a brief rundown, I've had past sexual abuses, whether it be rape or molestation. I've been verbally abused, emotionally abused. I also have bipolar depression, as well as severe anxiety, PTSD, social anxiety, and panic attacks frequently. And I'm an ex-heroin addict, ex-alcoholic. So I've got a lot of things that contribute to me not being able to sleep. I always like to joke that, heroin would kind of make me sleepy, and I slept enough. So now I'm paying the price for being clean by having to be up all the time. But that's probably not true. But all of those things can create issues for your internal clock. Just like when you're getting clean from heroin, I don't know about other drugs. Opiates were my drug of choice. But it's like your internal temperature gets broken, like your internal temperature gauge. So you're freezing even though it's hot. You're cold even though it's hot. I think I literally just said that, and I meant you're hot when it's cold. It's like almost like hot flashes and cold flashes. I don't know. And I still have like cold feet at night. If my feet are too cold, I can't sleep, and I have to go and run into the bathroom and like put hot water on my feet and let them soak for a second, or I'm not going to sleep because they get so cold. And the rest of my body can be totally hot, but my feet will be cold and I cannot sleep. So insomnia is a really, really shitty thing that no one wants to have to deal with. But there are a lot of things we can do, which is the good news. I take a vast amount of information that I've had and try to kind of put it all together in a way that works with my life. So like I have sleepy time tea, but I have like 90 varieties. I would show you them all right now, but I think I'm going to make a part 1 and a part 2. So I can show you kind of what I've done to combat it. Now, drinking alcohol at night was, for me, what started me off on being an alcoholic because I could not sleep. I actually don't really like the way an alcoholic beverage tastes. It's really not my thing. But I got to a point in my life where I was like, oh, I'm working full time. I'm living up in the mountains. Like, I just want to sleep. I'm busy all day, running up and down the halls, getting phones, because I was the front receptionist. And, I did a lot. I wore a lot of hats in that company. So it was really difficult for me. So then I would try to go to sleep by any means necessary. I didn't know that by taking a lot of Benadryl or Tylenol PM, it's the same thing, just with Tylenol added onto it. So if you're taking any of those, you can take Benadryl. It's the exact same drug that's in all of the sleepy stuff. I think even Unisom is the same exact stuff. So I didn't know that taking too much can actually make you sound really like spaced out, and it can actually make you sound bipolar when you're not, which, boop, it can make you sound, boop, boop, bipolar, when you're not. It can make you sound like you have other difficulties going on. You don't sound normal, you sound drugged. And I don't want to say you sound high. I'm like a child. I'm a woman child. It can make you sound drugged or kind of out of it or whatever the following day. And I'd take 20 a night if I had to. I mean, I'd start off with like 6. And then I just, every once in a while when I couldn't sleep and I was like, oh, I need to sleep, I'd take more and more. One of my exes was actually smoking meth around me, and I didn't realize, like, that it was going to be the same as me smoking it, because he was in my car, and I just didn't think about, like, secondhand smoke. But I was up all night, and I kind of tested positive in my sober living. Like, there was a faint line that I was doing meth. And I was like, what the hell? What's going on? I'm not doing any drugs. And my ex was supposed to be clean and sober, but here we are. He's still out there running them streets. But anyways, so they got another test, and it didn't show up on that one. But it was, like, faintly there. And that's when I realized, like, oh, dude, we got a problem. You got to stop doing this around me. Like, I don't want to be in the house when you do it. I don't do it in my car anymore. Like, I just thought it was like, I don't know, nothing. But anyways, there are a lot of ways to combat this. I still do take Benadryl, but I try to not take 20. I'm on a couple other medications to help me go to sleep, but it's like trying to trank dart a hippo, man. And I'm not calling out my weight. I mean, I'm heavier than I'd like to be, don't get me wrong, but I'm not a hippo. Like, I'm not so huge, like, it should make everyone around me uncomfortable. It's not like I'm 5,000 pounds, but anyways, I digress. But it would take, like, a trank dart to get me out at night. So I have all these teas, I've got all this stuff, and I'm going to bring to you in the next video all of my kind of, oh God, did I throw out the paper I needed? I mean, I could do research, don't get me wrong, again. But I had like all of these things, like hops, okay? Hops is great for you for nighttime for sleeping, but not in a beer. If you have a beer, you tend to not fully sleep. You don't get into your REM cycle, which was what was happening with me, and I drink every night to try to get to sleep. I mean, I skipped going over to like, don't mind me. I skipped going for like beers and stuff because I wanted to be out. I was like, okay, I'll just go for straight vodka. And the next thing I know, I'm finishing fifths of vodka. I finish, you know, big Smirnoff bottles every night. Oh, delicious. So for me, that was kind of dangerous. And don't mind my pimple. Oh, it's making me so mad. Anyway, but I've had a hard time with that, and like, just like I said, like the hops, you should have hops. It should be in your tea, which it is in one of mine, but it's different. It's not with alcohol. And there's valerian root, which I also take. The most disgusting smelling thing you've ever had in your entire life is valerian root. Ugh. But I take it, and it's also in my tea. Obviously, a lot of us know melatonin and stuff like that. But there's a lot of catnip. Not the catnip you give your cats. Or maybe it is, I don't know. But I wouldn't go eating your cat's catnip. I have a tea that actually has that in it. Obviously, chamomile, honey, lavender. We got a diffuser now. We've got all these things in place to make sure that I can go to sleep every night. And I take all my other medications like 20 to 30 minutes before I take the one that's really supposed to knock me out. And if I don't, no, I do it more than that. Probably an hour, like an hour before. And I let the effects hit me. The problem is if David is awake, if my boyfriend, my partner is awake, and it's like getting late and I know he'll be coming to bed in like the next hour, then I have a problem where I kind of push myself to stay awake, and I do, because if I try to go to sleep when he's like getting ready for bed, it wakes me back up. So I have like a really small window of time where I can get sleep without him waking me up by doing his own routine. And it's not like he's loud. He's not walking around the house hitting things, breaking shit. It's just, he's brushed his teeth, he's pouring his water that he keeps on his nightstand. We all have our routines. So, sitting on my feet hurts. They're so cold and blue. So, anyways, I'll run through all of that. I'll go more in depth with insomnia. It's so important to note that there are a great number of Americans who, and I'll come with you with the percentages next time, and teas and the tinctures and the this and whatever it is I'm doing. I'll have the numbers for you. I'll have the tea brand and all that. Oh, Catapalooza. It's Obi, who I was booping, and Georgie, who is now Georgie. Nope, can't even see him. He's so cute. Georgie said bye. We gonna go now. Okay. Oh, it's Obi. Obi. They don't care. So I'll come. Ooh, I was going to flip my phone over, but then it looks horrible. So I will get you more details on that in the next video. I'll have numbers, percentages, blah, blah, blah. Things that can help, sleep things that have worked for me, sleep things that have not worked for me. And, it's been a process. I'm still learning. So, hey, maybe you know something that I don't. So feel free to share away. David's coming home soon. We're going to watch a new show I just found. How exciting. How lame are we? That's our Friday night. We're like, yes. Got our Halo low-fat ice cream. Gonna watch some TV. But, whatever. It makes my heart happy. He makes my heart happy. So, I don't know. You do what you love. Sorry, it's all like wobbly because I'm just holding it now. But that's it for me for now. I will talk to you guys later. Holy cow. It's been 13 minutes. I'm sorry. Ugh, I didn't give you any good information. That's not true. I take that back. I gotta learn how to edit. Like I said, David was up till like midnight the other day doing like work/house stuff. It's just been so crazy busy. So, all right, you guys, thanks so much for tuning in, for keeping your faith up in me, and for kind of following me along. All right, love you guys. Thanks for the support. Always, always, always appreciated. Till next time.